Welcome to the Life and Transitions Experts YouTube channel, Facebook group, and podcast. I'm Courtney Rollins, your host. I am here helping folks through some of the biggest challenges and transitions in their life. And one of the tools and aspects that we've been focused on the last several months is life insurance. So today we're going to talk about 8 ways life insurance, having the proper type of policy in place, can provide peace of mind to you and perhaps to your family. So let's look into it. All right. Here we go. Where did it go? Oh, there I am. All right. I love doing these live. All right. So, first of all, we're talking about peace of mind. That's what life insurance is supposed to bring. Life insurance is about mitigating risk. That's what insurance is. It's about lowering risk. You know, there's risk, living life, car, health, all those type of insurance policies are designed to, mitigate the risk that comes with life. And we all know that life happens and we're all going to pass away. And so the risk or the loss that happens is when someone loses life. The emotional toll is obviously a huge loss, but there's also even practical things like income replacement, paying for the services, the people who are left behind. And so life insurance is designed to give people that peace of mind, knowing that I know I'm going to pass away, but my final expenses and my family having the support they need beyond when I passed needs to be there, and having insurance gives you that peace of mind. So let's look at a couple of ways. One, you have that guaranteed death benefit. I'm sorry, I've got the less T there. So knowing that this contract is a promise from the policy carrier, the company, that when you pass, your family's going to receive that certain amount. Knowing that's in place, locked in, is so important. Having the proper type of insurance helps you understand that. So make sure you connect with a great agent that can help you understand the difference between some of these policies out there, like the indexed universal life, the term policies, and the whole and permanents, because they're going to be a little different. But you want to make sure that you know you have a guaranteed death benefit if you're paying your premiums. Also, for whole life policies, well, these are looking specifically at whole life policies. There's a cash value accumulation. So you're able to build cash within your whole life policy, and with some universal index policies as well. But they're designed; they become an asset for you while you're alive. And so knowing that you have something that you can rely on if life happens, and you need to pull funds out, or perhaps you even use your whole life policy as collateral for other ventures, it's very important. It gives you more control, gives you more tools, which can give you peace of mind. Number 3, there's a fixed premium. Yes, we're talking specifically about whole life policies here, because term policies, there are quite often at certain ages they'll jump up at these. They may stay the same when you're pretty young until about 40, 45, 50, depending on the policy. They'll start to jump up. Index life. Matter of fact, I'm going to do a presentation on the difference between those 3. Index universal life. It can be awesome for charging for supplementing your retirement, but as a life insurance product, there's going to be a cost of insurance that changes based on your age as well. But with a whole life policy, that premium you pay each month is fixed. So that gives you peace of mind knowing when you're managing your budget, what the amount's going to be and how it's not going to change when you have a whole life policy. Again, a whole life is permanent. It covers your whole entire life, as opposed to some of the other policies that may be, such as a term. Term literally is terminating policy. It's like you're renting a policy out knowing that you're going to move out or get evicted at some point. Term can be awesome for a short period of time, like putting on a term policy for the length of a mortgage of a house, so that if you pass, your family can pay for the house. Things like that. So term, they have their uses, absolutely. Another benefit of a whole life policy is that there's potential for growth. Not only the cash value, but you also can participate in some of the growth that happens when insurance companies take our premiums and invest them. That's how they make their money. They don't really make money off the premiums, even though some may debate that some of these premiums seem like they should make money off of them because of the cost of them or the price. But they take the premiums, invest them, and there are certain companies that allow you to participate in that growth that takes place without any risk of the downside. Pretty awesome. And there's comfort in knowing that there's estate planning that's taking place there. I come from the world of probate. That's how I entered insurance. I saw so many people trying to avoid probate, and they use life insurance as a tool. And so being able to have a life insurance tool as part of your insurance plan is amazing. Instant access, no taxes, doesn't go through probate is amazing. Again, I'm not an attorney. I'm just sharing I am, though, a producer and an agent, a life insurance licensed agent, so I do know that. Um, uh, but as always, make sure that you're seeking legal support and advice when you're doing any of your planning. And this can be one of those tools that allow you to have something to structure your plan with. Also, it can be very flexible in your financial planning, a whole life policy. Because it's based on age and health, you get to set the premium to a certain sense. So, for instance, you may decide that a certain amount of coverage is what your family needs right now because it's a manageable amount. I always say there's no point in having a policy that's not going to be there when you need it. So, what's a manageable amount? That's what I mean by flexibility. If you ever wanted to make sure that you have something locked in young or I want to say young, but while you're healthy, it's amazing because now you know that you have this set amount that's guaranteed, promised to you, that's building a cash flow, and that it gives your family a little more flexibility when it comes to how they're going to provide when there's a loss in the family. And of course, peace of mind knowing that your loved ones, that's even though there's going to be a challenge mourning the loss of the insured, that at least the financial burden is either somehow, some way mitigated, or even sometimes, in some cases, completely taken care of. And in many cases, something's even left behind so they can build in their life. If you want any support doing this, please reach out to me. We provide free policy reviews and policy updates. So if you have a policy, we definitely can help. Most of the people that I work with actually already have a policy. Maybe they're paying way too much, or perhaps they're in the wrong type of insurance. They're one of those insurance that's going to expire or the prices go up. Or some folks just don't have the insurance, either had it before and it lapsed. But reach out to me, Courtney Rollins, 662-816-6332. I will hopefully point you in the right direction. And yeah, so that's it. This is the Life and Transitions Experts YouTube channel, Facebook group. Signing off as I always do, saying let your light shine. Cheers.